cuts from the heart you can never miss. Dig in your heels, amigo, let me see some blood, sweat, and tears. Take me to the graveyard and show me why I shouldn't be afraid. My friend, oh friend, come shoot me down again. People come and go like the wind. Leave me bloody in the streets, you'll remember me, 'cause a good friend isn't easy to find. Knocked out with a feather by a fair weather friend. Lay the cards down this time, you can't always win. I agree to disagree, amigo, let them sleeping dogs lie down. Take me to the doctor and show me why I shouldn't be afraid. My friend, oh friend, come shoot me down again. People come and go like the wind. Leave me bloody in the streets, you'll remember me, 'cause a good friend isn't easy to find. Yeah. My friend, oh friend, come shoot me down again. People come and go like the wind. Leave me bloody in the streets, you'll remember me, 'cause a good friend isn't easy to find.
And let's go ahead and we'll bring in the band. So we've got Taylor, Phil, and Dan from the band Glittertooth. How are you guys? Welcome.
Great.
Good.
Thanks for having us. This is awesome.
Yeah. It's wonderful to meet you all. Actually, let's start with we'll start with Taylor in the corner on the drums. Tell us, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us everything that you do in the band, or maybe you just play drums. I don't know.
Well, I do play drums. Yeah, that's like my main instrument. But I actually do have one song in the band where I play guitar and I sing a little bit. So we're actually
Excellent.
We're actually going back into the studio tomorrow, and we're finishing. We're actually recording 2 new songs tomorrow. We're working on like an EP.
Okay.
6 or 7 songs.
Okay.
And I have one track where I wrote. I don't know. I wrote it like 7 years ago, but it's gonna be a Glittertooth thing now.
Brought it back to life.
We brought it back. And I've got guitar and vocals, and working on finishing that up tomorrow. And it's gonna be cool. Most of them Phil sings on. Dan's got some vocals in there a little bit, but yeah, it's gonna be fun to actually put out some music with.
He's
this
an
band.
awesome harp player too. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent.
Not
excellent.
like the
Not-
harp.
not yet.
I wish I could
Not-
play like the thing.
A
with the
man of
strings.
many talents.
Harmonica harp. He's awesome.
Yeah, it's been fun though. Yeah.
And we've got Phil on the couch.
Yes. Hello. I play guitar and sing in the band. I play drums on the track that he was just talking about.
Oh.
He plays drums. I forgot to
Cool.
mention that.
Yeah. Do a decent amount of the writing so far. We all collaborate on bringing the songs together and making them into the Glittertooth form. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
And then we've got the bass player over here, Dan.
Yeah, I'm Dan Moran. I sing some backups, but mostly let Phil do all the diva work, and I just play bass and try to wrangle the cats, and we Yeah, I'm like the grandpa of the band, so we're
Much needed.
Yeah.
He keeps us young, really. Actually,
Really?
so
Yeah,
what
yeah.
he does.
no,
He's the young man.
these guys keep me young, so it's pretty cool. So
Thought I'd get to it first.
yeah, thanks.
And we should mention too, you are the parent of a musician who's been on the show.
My son Tyler Moran, he's in Fox and the Flamingos, who were on your show before, and they're awesome.
Incredible band.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
he's the father of an incredible musician, I would say. Tyler he's something to see.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He was in a
Real
band
good.
with me. Well, he was in our band, the Pop Farmers, and he left to join the Flamingos, and he's doing great. The Flamingos are awesome.
Yeah, they well, as I'm sure you know, I'm sure you listened or watched it, but they're amazing. What's that? They have a studio track that I sometimes play on the show because I just love it so much.
Bandit.
That's a great song, but no, it's the "Don't Be a Stranger," I think it's called, or "Stranger." Maybe it's just "Stranger."
Yeah.
Really, that's a great song. I told them, I said, you've got to hit single there.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
that's
just played
really
out
good.
in Worcester last night. I was hoping to go, but I didn't go. But
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, they're starting to make some good noise. So.
The other thing I always say about them too is, no disrespect to Fleetwood Mac, but they played the best version of Rhiannon I've ever heard in this studio.
Yeah, that was a cool version. Yeah, I was watching it live, and I was like,
Yeah.
wow, it's
That was so
consider
good.
it's all just acoustic. It came out really cool.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
so good. I mean, being here in the room too, I mean, I'm sure it sounded okay on the radio, but being here in the room, you know what I mean? It was like, wow, this is truly remarkable. But great band. But you guys, we've got some studio tracks. You sent me 3 of them, and we did open the show with I played something else, but then we played Amigo from Glittertooth. Great track, and we'll play
Thank
the
you.
others too. And I'm looking forward to hearing you guys live. So actually, if you want to play something for us, and then we'll talk some more and
That'd be
learn all about the band. But I'm dying to hear you guys play.
All right.
Sure.
First song we're going to do is it's called I May Be Right. It's a song about questioning your choices.
All right.
You guys ready?
Yep.
We are ready.
All right. I may be right, I may be wrong. I guess I'm sorry it took this long. Go run away when it gets too deep. Would you light the match and let it put you back to sleep? Now it's alright if you can't say no. This run won't die until we say so. Don't let them tell you to stay in the line. This pavement is breaking one crack at a time. I told you once and I told you twice. The third time charm is the time I'll let go. Go run away when it gets too deep. Would you light the match and let it put you back to sleep? Now it's alright if we can't say no. This run won't die until I say so. Don't let them tell you to stay in the line. 'Cause this pavement is breaking one crack at a time. One crack at a time.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Very nice. What's that called again?
I may be right.
I may be right. Yeah, that's a great track.
Not to be confused with, the Billy Joel song.
You may be right.
You may be right.
You may be right. You may be right. Dun, 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 dun.
I like this better.
When I learned that, or when I started playing that song out, every time I'd say it, people would be like, "Oh, sweet," and then it'd be that song, and they'd be like, "Oh, okay."
That's funny.
Well, like in a bar open mic, like people are like, "Oh, Billy Joel, sweet," and then you're like, "Actually, it's like a softer original song," and they're like, "Okay, like this is cool," but yeah, the faces just dropped.
And then they'd ask you if you knew Piano Man.
Yeah.
Also, Paul, I'm sure I won't say this correctly, but Paul Calut in the chat room. Is
Paul
that someone you know?
Calouette. Yeah,
Calouette?
Jake, this is Paul's bass. He lent it to me for
right.
today.
Oh,
Thank you,
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah.
Out of all the basses I have, I didn't have a totally acoustic one, so Paul was kind enough to lend me one.
Oh,
Thank you, Paul.
Excellent. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Paul.
This show is all courtesy of a guy named Paul.
Very nice.
Absolutely.
Brought to you by
Big
Paul.
sponsor.
I like it. Melanie La Liberty from the great state of Vermont in the chat room says, "Oh, is Santa Claus in a band?"
Yes.
I get that quite often. Yeah. That or ZZ Top. You know any ZZ Top?
Oh, ZZ Top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the last time when the Flamingos were on, they had a whole big discussion about beards.
That's
because they're all growing their beards, and they're like, "Oh, those are cute beards."
That comes up. that comes up often on the show. In fact, our friend Jay Fed will probably ask a question about your beard shortly because he does. Michael Albert joins us in the Facebook and says in the Facebook live chat says good morning.
Good morning.
Robin Lee Moran.
Oh, that's my wife.
Oh, okay.
We know
Hi,
her.
Robin.
She says who? HOOO. Yeah, very
Right
nice.
back at you, Robin.
Very nice.
Right back at you.
She lets me out to play once in a while.
Thank you for sharing him this morning.
Yes.
They sound really good. Thank you.
Absolutely. If you're just joining us, we have a Glitter Tooth here live in studio with us. Melanie says the ladies like a sturdy beard.
Oh,
Dan's getting all the love today.
Wow.
Phil's working on his.
Gonna
As
watch
usual.
that
As
one.
usual.
I'm trying to catch up.
Right.
I can't. I'll patch it for me.
Oh, geez. Jeff Nyan just read my mind. He's asking a question in the chat room, and it was literally what I was just about to ask you. I think we have a telepathic connection. Jeff is asking, how did the name Glitter Tooth come to be?
Oh,
That's
okay.
I'm gonna pass this one over to the sturdy beard,
All right.
the sexy gentleman over here.
I tell this story because we got together. We all met at Phil hosted an open mic for a while, and then he decided not to do it anymore. So I took it over, and then I met Taylor through that open mic, and so we decided, hey, we should form a band, and we'll get together and see what happens. So we got together in Taylor's barn and played, and it sounded pretty good. So we decided to get together the next week, and in between those 2 weeks, I had to have a tooth pulled. So I was that night I was recovering, all hopped up on the legal stuff that they gave me and I had a dream, and in the dream I was in a band called Glitter Tooth, and I was like, oh. So the next time we had practice, I said, hey, you guys are going to hate this name, but I dreamt that it was Glitter. I was in a band called Glitter Tooth, and they both loved it. So thank you,
dream come true.
Thank you, Hydrocodone. When we go on tour, we're going to have sponsored by whoever makes that, because that's where the name came from.
Right,
and,
right.
Yeah.
But it was a fever dream, and from henceforth, we are Glitter Tooth.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Dylan Reynolds is in the Facebook live chat, a very talented musician in his own right. Dylan says, congrats on the new show time slot. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate it very much. And Texas Mike is in the chat room and says, listening to you guys at work. Thank you, Texas Mikey. Jeff Nyan says, tremendous name. Yeah, he really likes that. Cool. Very good. Very good. Do you guys? I'm dying to hear more. Do you guys want to play another track, and then we'll talk some more, or maybe afterward we'll play another studio track. But hey, you guys want to play something live for us again?
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys like the Black Keys?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
We're gonna do a cover then.
What song?
We're gonna do "Have Love Will Travel,"
All
which
right.
isn't technically written by him. Taylor could tell you.
Sonics, and then somebody before the Sonics. It's an old song.
Yeah.
Oh,
One of
okay.
them traditional blues songs.
Yeah.
Oh, very
Taylor's
good.
the encyclopedia
I
for
love
music.
his
Any
songs,
questions
man.
about albums or when it came out or who played on it, and
Oh, really? Yeah.
what
yeah.
amp they
That's
used?
kind of
knows his
me.
stuff.
Taylor's our guy.
Yeah.
Ah, excellent, excellent. All right, if you're just joining us, we've got Glittertooth live in studio. All right, whenever you guys are ready.
All right.
You need a love bed, oh baby, I travel. I travel from Maine down to Mexico to find that girl that loves me so. No matter where I'll be, I'll find that girl and she'll satisfy me. Have love, we'll travel. Have love, we'll travel. You need a love bed, oh baby, I'll travel. You need a love bed, oh baby, I travel. I might take a boat, might take a plane. I might hitchhike or jump a railroad train. Your kind of love will drive a crazy man sane. So look for me walking just any old way. Have love, we'll travel. Have love, we'll travel. You need a love bed, oh baby, I'll travel. You need a love bed, oh baby, I'll travel.
You.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. We have Glittertooth here with us live in studio. I see Peter O. Peliquin in the Facebook live chat. Hello.
All right.
That's sorry to interrupt you, but
No, not at
that's
all.
that's Pete Pelican, Lord Boards they call him. He owns the recording studio,
House Productions.
Boards House Productions in Brookline. That's where we're doing our recording.
Oh, excellent.
So everything you hear recorded he just makes us sound good. So that's Pete Pelican. Thank you, Pete.
Also, Dan Fallon is in the Facebook live chat from the band Run Like Thieves, who we had on last week. Just phenomenal. Yeah, now the studio tracks, and we'll play another studio track in a moment too. We played Amigo earlier. We'll play another one. But were these the ones that we're hearing today? Were these all also recorded with Peter Peliquin?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. It all sounds great. Does he? I know that oftentimes, and partly from my own experience and partly from talking to guests, it seems like very often whomever records you, if you know an audio engineer, they often become sort of a de facto producer. Do you have that kind of relationship with him? Does he have a lot of ideas?
Yeah,
And
absolutely. Yeah, he helps us like when we're doing solos, or if all three of us are a little unsure about something, he's like the wisdom that'll kind of like pull us together and
yeah,
either come up with a better idea for us or just help us. He'll be like the deal breaker. you know?
Okay.
And Board's House is where the Fox and the Flamingos recorded too. So
Oh, okay.
their work was done there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
Yeah, he's really good. Board's House Productions, go there.
He's our Rick Rubin of the area.
Yeah.
Totally.
He's the wizard behind the board.
How did you come to work with him? Because you know we live in an era where you've got so many different options as far as how there's many different recording studios. Also, you can record at home.
So it's funny. I think I'll jump in here.
Yeah.
That open mic that you guys were talking about. So Phil was doing that open mic, and then
I took it over from Pete.
You took it over for Pete, and then Dan started doing it. It's like everybody in the area was. I got offered to host it like many times, and I was just like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
I could have been the next guy, but it was but yeah, it's just like a lot of really, like you said, and it's like a lot of talented musicians or whatever in that area.
Yeah, the Milford area,
a lot of knowledgeable people,
really cool people. And,
like
Pete's one of our go-to guys. So
And we're all really close too. Like the whole scene is really close in a sense where like, if somebody needs a bass player for a gig or like somebody needs a guitar player or needs to record somewhere, like we all just kind of work together and like we'll send whoever is asking if they need to record, we'll send them to Pete's. 'cause he's our guy. He also lives like 10 minutes away from all of us.
He lives like 30 seconds from me.
Yeah,
they look a
he's
lot.
basically Taylor's neighbor. So
yeah.
You're playing guitar with some cool band tonight, aren't you?
Oh yes. Would you like to tell him about that?
Yeah, the band.
All you?
Phil's one of our.
He's a fill-in.
My regular band
Phil's
is
the
the Pop Farmers. We're playing it tonight at the Peddler's Daughter in Nashua, and Phil is filling in on guitar with us. So
excellent.
He's our
He's
our fill-in Phil.
It's always fun. Always a good time. I just get to sit back and play guitar. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
What do you What do you do in the Pop Farmers?
We play a lot of classic rock, but we play a lot of Irish bars, so we do some Irish stuff too. So I play mandolin on the Irish stuff, and then bass and sing, and then my Gary Blaisdell and Jim Mahoney, they're my regular Pop Farmers, and we're one man short tonight, so Phil is filling in.
Excellent. And by the way, so Taylor, do you play in any other bands? And the reason I'm asking you specifically,
well,
I was going to say, so okay, it's funny that you say that because the reason that I ask is there's been this trend on the show.
Drummers playing in a lot of bands.
Every drummer we have on the show plays, because drummers are in such high demand.
There's not enough drummers. Yeah.
I'm in another band called Swipe Left with my a friend of mine, Graham, and this other friend, Mike.
They're really good.
We do a lot of covers, but we have some really cool originals too. And I was in a punk band for a while, punk metal type band, and we just went on tour to like New York, Philadelphia, all that type, all over the place. But that kind of fell apart. I don't know, a lot of
as punk bands do,
anxiety, whatever. And
everyone's just so angry.
I left that band, so I don't know. Maybe they're going places. I don't know, but it was cool for a while. It was fun. But I'm playing. Honestly, right now I'm only playing in a couple bands mainly. So, but it's been like 6, 7, however many bands at a time. I don't know how many bands I've been in.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to work on. I'm happy that I got like a song that I've had for a while that with this band.
Yeah.
These are like the guys I wanted to play. I told Phil years ago. I've known Phil forever now. Like it's been like, hey man, I'm gonna do this song. I want you to play drums on it.
Yeah.
So
another dream came true.
So I, because I play guitar and do that stuff too. So it's like I want to get some of those out there. But yeah, drummers playing are always in high demand.
That should be our slogan here at Glittertooth. We make dreams come true.
Ooh,
that's true.
Right? It all started from a dream.
It did. That's
popped up on painkillers.
Very good.
Oh man.
Well, let's listen to another studio track. We've got this song "Save Myself from Me," and so. By the way, just so we're clear too, so are these going to be on the upcoming? Because you guys are working on an EP, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and these are all going to be these studio tracks will all be on it.
Yep.
I assume.
Yes.
Very cool. All right, let's give this a listen. This is a great track, and then we'll come back and talk with these guys some more, and they'll play a little more for us. But check it out. This is "Save Myself from Me," and the band is Glittertooth.
Come waste my time like a television screen. Waste my money like a lottery ticket.
That is very, very catchy. That is Save Myself from Me. The band is Glittertooth, and we've got all three members of Glittertooth here with us live in studio. Are you guys playing out a lot? You doing a lot of shows? Or
Not at the moment. We're kind of sporadic with gigs. We take them when we get them. I work in a restaurant, so Fridays and Saturdays are hard days to get off usually. We take them when we can. But the next gig that we have coming up right now is New Year's Eve at Stonecutters, which is going to be awesome. New Year's Eve gigs are always a blast.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's all we have on the books so far. So if anybody out there on the radio waves has gigs, hit us up.
Stonecutters, where's that?
It's Milford. It's just
Milford. Okay.
Yeah, it's right on the
little
Oval.
pub in Milford.
Yeah, right on the Oval.
Yep.
Very
We-
good.
You remember the Red Arrow
Oh yeah.
in Milford?
Yeah.
So downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Now, is there any kind of I know you're still working on it. Do you have any kind of an ETA on when the EP might be out, or spring maybe, or?
I would say even late winter.
Yeah.
Really?
We're kind of cranking through
Hopefully
it.
soon.
Yeah, Pete works fast.
Yeah.
Pete Pelican. We went in. We did 4 songs in 2 sessions, so we got the 4 done.
Oh wow.
And so we get 2 more
tightening it
tomorrow.
all up, I think.
So we just got. These guys know the old social media more than me. I don't know how to get things out there, but as soon as we can get them done, we'll get them out there because they're really cool. Phil wrote some really good songs, and Taylor wrote one really good song too.
Yeah.
Actually, he's written more good songs than that, but one that we're
I've written a lot. It's just it's good to get one out.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, very cool. Very cool. Well, you guys want to play another live one for us?
Sure.
Sure.
All right.
All right. This one's called Livin', Breathin', Walkin'. It's about feeling contagious.
All right.
Thinking about a girl on the top of the world. She's a million miles away from me. On another day in another town, she was everything to me. Flying is for birds, like swimming is for fish. Fixing is for the broken. Give me your heart and I will rip it to shreds. I will make you wish you were dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's not you, babe, I promise it's me. I'm a living, breathing, walking disease. But it's not you, babe, I promise it's me. I'm a living, breathing, walking disease. Women to my left and women to my right, but she's still on my mind all night. Cigarettes burn while the conversations turn. I'll be going home all alone. Flying is for birds, like swimming is for fish. Fixing is for the broken. Give me your heart and I will rip it to shreds. I will make you wish you were dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's not you, babe, I promise it's me. I'm a living, breathing, walking disease. But it's not you, babe, I promise it's me. I'm a living, breathing, walking disease.
Very nice. Glitter Tooth live in studio. Yeah, you guys sound great, getting a lot of love in the Facebook live chat.
That sounds
thanks.
awesome. I really like
Thank you.
that a lot.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, how many originals do you guys have in terms of? I assume you have more than what you're recording, right? Because you're doing an EP. But have you written a lot of songs, or do you have a lot of songs as a band? A lot of original music? Or?
We have like probably 8.
Okay.
8, maybe 10 total that we've like played.
Yeah.
We actually played a show in Manchester at a distillery not long ago.
Yeah, Manchester's Distillery. That was a lot of fun. We
Yeah,
played-
and we played a full set of originals and the Black Keys track, but that was about 8 songs. So,
Yeah. Yeah, very good. Do you have are there any other bands in the area that you play out with a lot? You know, sometimes, I mean, it just really happens organically in my experience. Sometimes bands kind of team up with other bands or, you know, play a lot of shows together. Or...
Not really lately, or not yet at least.
We've basically just been recording lately.
Yeah, we've been recording a lot.
Yeah.
The other thing is this started out as like a cover gig scenario, in the sense where we were taking gigs at bars where we'd play the 3-hour shows, get paid a flat rate, you get tips, like so we were focusing on like learning songs. Like, we have probably 30 or 40 songs that we know, covers that we could play all together. And then all of a sudden we started diving into the original stuff, and it's been fairly recently, I'd say, right? Like within the last couple months even. I mean, and we've just kind of gone full steam ahead on writing and recording. So.
Honestly, like really, Phil has like this extensive list of like song. He has like albums full of originals.
Yeah, I've been writing for a long time.
He has these songs that he's just recorded. And like we're just working on making those into our own, I guess, Glitter Tooth.
Putting the glitter on.
And they're just like like his songs are just like all kind of like finished, and we're just making them different. I've got some songs that are originals that I'm trying to like work into it. Dan has originals that maybe we'll probably work into them later, and we're just trying to like get all of our own stuff out there. Phil just had like some that were like these are done, like just like let's put our own spin on
singer
it, I guess,
songwriter. I write a lot of songs. It's kind of like by nature my job.
It's been fun though. It's been cool to do that and put all of our own.
Yeah, Philippe was pretty out there for a while.
Yeah, so I did like the solo thing. I went under the name Philippe. And I've recorded some albums, put out some stuff on like Spotify, and done that whole thing. But it was always it was a solo project where I would record the bass and the drums and the guitar and like do all the arrangements for it. And then sometimes I'd bring a band in and we'd play live here and there, but all the recordings was kind of created in a vacuum, So like I've just been having a lot more fun in the band experience and taking those songs that like, they're finished, but like they were recorded like very rigid, like here's the drum part. It'd be like a straight, something boring, because I'm not a drummer. So having like an actual drummer and an actual bass player and the whole collaborative effort is so much more fun.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it yielded a lot of songs, which I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the material that you released as Philippe, that's all on Spotify and everything?
Yep.
Interesting.
Bandcamp, Spotify, all those random sites, SoundCloud, I think. Yeah, SoundCloud.
And does any of that music, is any of that music currently being played in this band, or is this all?
So we're...
Most of them.
Really?
Yeah, some of them, definitely.
Yeah, cool.
The three that we have today, only one of those was recorded beforehand as a Philippe track.
Okay.
And that one is not on Spotify. That's just on Bandcamp. But the other two were like brand new, like Glitter Tooth songs.
Okay.
They haven't been released elsewhere,
Yeah.
Yeah, when we started, we were doing a lot of, all covers at the beginning.
Yeah.
And these guys, looking at them, they're young enough to be my kids, and they were turning me on to like we did the Man and Me, and it was old Bob Dylan song. I've never heard it before, and these guys turned me on to him. Like, oh, that Bob Dylan guy, he's going to be pretty good. I like him. And who's this guy? And so these guys, even though they're youngsters, they're old souls, and they know a lot of songs, and they're dragging me with them. So it's cool.
It's awesome.
Well, you've introduced him to Spinal Tap, then,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, great. great.
I love Spinal Tap.
This one goes to 11.
Movie gives me hope.
So true.
No, great music is timeless though, and I feel like what you guys are doing, especially when I listen to these studio tracks, it's there's a timelessness to it, and that it doesn't sound like if somebody played these songs for me and I didn't know that it was a current band, I might not know. Like if somebody played these songs for me and said, "When do you think these were recorded?" I wouldn't necessarily know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
Which I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
Compliment. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a timelessness to it. I can hear different influences, but it doesn't sound like there's nothing dated about it specifically. Oh, speaking of Spinal Tap, Michael Albert is making requests in the chat room. He says, play Big Bottom or...
I've heard you play that bass line.
I was going to say, I don't think you can play it on that bass.
It might break the bass.
We have I do a show on Friday nights. I'm the co-host on a show called Retro Spectrum Radio with Paulie C. And Paul has never seen Spinal Tap, and we like to bust his stones about that sometimes. He's never seen that, and he's never seen Purple Rain.
I thought you talked him into watching Spinal Tap.
He still hasn't done
I've
it.
never seen Purple Rain either.
You've never seen Purple Rain?
I've never seen
Meaning
all of
to.
Purple Rain, but to be fair, I love Prince, but I think Spinal Tap is more important.
Yeah. I agree, actually.
Between the two,
And I've listened to like most of Prince's albums.
I was talking to my wife about Spinal Tap, and there used to be a movie theater on where the old Union Leader used to be, whatever road that was in here. Is it Amherst? I don't know, one of these streets over here.
Yeah.
And there was a little movie theater, and I went to see it when it first came out, and it was so cool to me. I got done. I went back out into the theater, bought another ticket, and went back in and saw it twice in a row.
Oh, no kidding.
You like it that much?
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, I think the second time I was the only one in the theater, but I saw it and I was like, I got to see this again, and I was like, well, I got nothing to do. I'll go buy another ticket. I should have just hit out and.
This was Spinal Tap?
Yeah.
This was like for my generation, probably when I saw Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny.
Oh yeah.
I saw it the
That's a
day
really
it
good
came
one,
out
yeah.
with my friends. We were like the only 4 people in the theater.
Oh,
It was the
no
day
kidding.
it came out.
yeah.
We went to go the next week. It wasn't in theaters anymore. That's how bad it did. It wasn't even there.
My friend Robert and I went down to it was either Foxwoods or Mohegan Sun when Spinal Tap was doing they called it Unwigged. It was just the three. They did it acoustic. It was just the three of them.
I've seen clips from that on YouTube.
It was
So
really
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
See Spinal Tap unplugged. It was just weird, but
Yeah.
and they were dressed normal. They weren't dressed
Yeah.
like Spinal Tap, but it was really cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
Unwigged.
Yeah, Unwigged they call it. Yeah.
Clever.
Well, do you guys want to do one more? Did you want to do a fourth live song?
Yeah, sure.
You talked about it. We've got time. If you want to, I'd love to hear more.
Okay, yeah.
Self-
we can do one more.
Selfishly, perhaps, but I think you guys sound great.
Well, this is one of Phil's that I always request Phil to play, and I don't know if he's getting tired of playing it, but it's like you gotta
Never.
play it.
Never.
Well, the first time I saw him play
I'll tell you if I do, though.
Yeah. The first time I saw him play it, I thought it was a cover because it was so cool. I was like, who's that by? And he's like, me. I'm like, oh, God damn. That's really awesome.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, wow.
So,
cool.
Well, now I really want to hear it.
yeah.
Has it ever been played on the radio before?
It has not.
Oh, cool.
World
No.
premiere.
World Radio
World
premiere.
yes. Yeah, it's a personal song to me. It tends to be a fan favorite, which is
I'm a fan.
interesting because when I first wrote it, I didn't think anything of it at all. I was like, it's cool, it's done, it's a song, you know?
Yeah.
Like there's like songs you finish and you like get excited about. You're like, oh, this one's gonna be like it. This is the song. This was not it at all.
Oh,
To
no
me
kidding.
at least. It was just like it I don't know, it was personal, but like it didn't feel like anything. And then all of a sudden, like everywhere I go, people are like, that's the song.
It is.
Yeah.
So
All right.
it's called New Skin.
All
You guys
right.
ready?
They're right and you're wrong.
Sometimes I wish on a song that you will sing me to sleep. Sometimes I wish upon a God that I'll wake up in a brand new set of skin. Sometimes I sing to the bugs in my room. Sometimes they sing me to sleep. Sometimes I wish upon an empty liquor bottle that I'll wake up in a brand new set of skin. Sometimes I pray to a friend taken too early. Sometimes I wish it was me. Sometimes I sing through an empty pack of cigarettes. I wanna wake up in a brand new set of skin. Brand new set of skin. A brand new set of skin. A brand new set of skin.
That is awesome.
All right, thank you.
The chat room thinks so too. In fact, I don't know if I'm saying this right. Kaylee Verville.
Kaylee Burville. Hello, Kaylee.
We love Kaylee.
She says, "Ha ha ha! The down tuning gave it away." I'm so
She knows
glad.
it very well.
Yeah, she says, I'm so glad I made it to the live chat for this. And Michael James says, "New skin." Woo,
Oh, that's
woo.
my bass player.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the
My
bass
other-
player
my
in
other
Swipe
band.
Left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Kaylee says, "I'm listening with chills and tears in my eyes."
Oh.
Wow, very
Kaylee.
nice.
Oh, we love
Hi,
you, Kaylee. Don't
Yes,
cry.
we do.
Unless they're tears of joy, don't
they're
cry.
happy tears.
We should have brought her with us.
Yeah.
We should have.
would've sang
Next
it with
time.
us.
Next time, right?
That's right. That's right. Lou Lovett in the chat room says, "Sturdy beards are hot."
Wow.
So there you
We
go.
didn't even need
And we're
to,
back
to
we
the
didn't even need
beards.
to be here.
Yeah.
Dan should have
I just
sat
said-
in that chair.
I don't need to be here either. Just send my beard.
That's right. And Lou Lovett also says, "Love the song."
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
Lou.
right. It's because I said something about it.
Very, very nice. Isaac Banks
Come on,
also. Isaac Banks also really enjoying that. Yeah. Great stuff.
You guys have a great sound.
Yeah.
I really love it.
Yeah, absolutely. If you are just joining us, Glittertooth is here with us live in studio and sounding phenomenal. Now, do you guys do you ever play this way, or is this a different experience?
Not really.
Usually plugged in. And,
Yeah, it's usually plugged in and loud. Yeah.
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 Although
that
some of-
song usually gets real pretty.
Usually
like,
electric
built up and
guitar.
loud and-
Yeah, drums.
Yeah.
Although some of the
Electric bass.
some of the open mics we go to,
Yeah.
they're all mostly acoustic. So
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you guys sound great.
We do it sometimes, but
Yeah.
Sometimes I play harmonica if there's no room for a drum kit.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Oh,
yeah.
very cool.
yeah, Phil and Taylor did a lot
It's
of
weird on some of the songs, but I
You,
can do it.
you did a lot of acoustic shows where it's just you on guitar and you on harmonica, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Phil used to do that before Dan was playing with us.
or glitter tooth.
Before I
Yeah.
butted in.
Yeah. Well, what should people know? We want to make sure our listeners know how to find you online. What should they know about so they can keep up with what you're doing, live shows, and of course the EP that you've got coming out when that's ready. And
Yeah, right now we're just on Facebook and Instagram.
Yep.
And once the songs come out, we'll put them out somewhere else.
On Instagram, it's at glittertooth123. And what's the Facebook link? I believe it's the same.
Yeah, I think I don't know if the numbers are in it, but like I said, these guys are up on the social media thing more than me.
Yeah.
On the Google
I want
machine.
to make sure I get the link right before I say it.
It's facebook.com/glittertooth.
There you
Yeah,
go.
okay,
She knows
perfect.
All right. Thanks
I've
for
shared-
getting that for us.
I've actually
You-
been sharing the link in the chat room while you've been playing.
Awesome.
Oh, great.
Awesome.
Yes,
Thank you.
I got your back.
Thank you much.
I don't know if I can give a shameless plug. On Thursday nights, these guys haven't been up there yet because they work, and I don't. But on Thursday nights up in Pittsfield, New Hampshire, I host an open mic at Over the Moon Farmstead, and it's turning out to be really cool. It's turning into, like we were talking about, the Milford music community, and it's kind of. I grew up in Derry, and when I was playing, there may be a music scene in Derry now, but there wasn't when I was in there.
Yeah.
And then when I moved to Milford, I was like, holy crap, look at all these musicians. They're everywhere. And then up at Pittsfield with the open mic, I didn't know anybody up there. And now it's starting to be a little community up there too. So it's pretty cool that like most of my friends now are either musicians or I met through the band. So
Yeah.
it's a really cool circle of people to be in with.
What was the name of the place again? Hawk it again.
Over the Moon Farmstead.
Nice.
It's the owners are the Moonlight Meadery in Londonderry. They have a place up in Pittsfield. It's beautiful, and up on Thursday nights it's an open mic from 6 to 9. And one of these days I'll get Glittertooth up there.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'd get some mead.
Yeah, yeah. You got to be careful with that stuff, man. I'll drive you home.
Absolutely. All right, cool.
Thanks for the shameless plug.
Absolutely, anytime. Well, guys, this has been great. We'll close out the segment with one more studio track. This song, "Before I Go." Oh, Lou Lovett in the chat room says, "Over the Moon" rocks on
Yeah,
Thursday
cool.
night. Very
Oh,
cool.
there you go.
From Glittertooth. This is called "Before I Go." And guys, thank you again. Great stuff.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
You got it.
Thank you.
Heart attacks, I'm waking up the neighbors. Greener grass is somewhere in my bedroom. Wake me up with a scripted morning kiss. Rivalry is such a good roommate. I'm walking on 20 million eggshells. Wake me up with a scripted goodbye kiss. Does anybody know where the door is? Does anybody know the way out? Can anybody get me some coffee before I go? Thinking back, I barely can remember anything. Was everything I wanted to wake me up with a hammer to my head. A photograph, a moment to remember. Heart attacks are somewhere in my bedroom. Wake me up with a bullet through my head. Does anybody know where the lights are? Does anybody here see the light? Can anybody get me some answers before I go? this and that. We had a good laugh. Wake me up with a good old-fashioned joke.